Good morning. We're going to be doing some granny square-esque earrings today. I say esque because it is not a complete granny square if you have a look, but it is sort of a tribute towards that granny square. The reason I am doing this video is because Granny Square Day is coming up on the 15th of August. Please pop on Instagram. Remember hashtag Granny Square 2021 and you'll see some great designs on there. And they all go onto a big virtual blanket and it just looks absolutely amazing. And there's loads of patterns out there as well at the moment that are free. If you go on Simply Crochet's gathered.how website, you will also find some patterns on there that are free for you to download or just copy. And also I have got one of my own going on the 9th of August, which is some jewellery. This is why I'm doing the jewellery. But it is a necklace and earrings in a finer yarn, but it is a free pattern, so pop on there and if you were interested in that at all. But I'm going to be doing this in a slightly chunkier yarn for the YouTube video. I personally prefer a larger earring and that is why I'm going for it. You don't really need any jewellery making skills. I'm going to show you how to open a jump ring, as silly as that sounds. That is all you need to know. So if you can open and close a jump ring neatly, you can make this jewellery. Obviously you'll need a few bits and bobs. I say 4-ply mercerised cotton here from Payton's. It is 100% cotton. I think the cotton gives more definition. I have some relatively small pliers there. Obviously I've got my scissors, my jump rings. I have a 3, if you can see that, a 3mm crochet hook, my needle, and obviously these are the earrings. Have got a little few extras, so it's like some little bits and bobs that I've added to that. So I'm going to move things out of the way because we don't need those, do we? Let's move them all out of the way and get going. I'll move one of the earrings. We'll keep the one on there for you to have a look at. As I said, this is 100% mercerised cotton. I think mercerised does definitely give it gives a slight shine and definitely gives more definition. So slip knot time. This is such a quick piece of jewellery to make. So you can make it in loads of different colours. You can make them for your friends. You can make them as gifts. They're just a bit of fun to make, to be honest. So I'm going to start with 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That 6 chain I'm going to join by doing a slip stitch into the first chain. This creates a loop for us to start our granny square on. Just tighten up that little bit where the knot was. It just makes it a bit neater. And we're going to do 2 chain. I know traditionally granny squares are trebles, but believe you me, if you look on these sites, there's so many different versions. I'm doing half trebles. That is why I've only done 2 chain there. Yarn around the hook into the hole and another half treble. Remember, half treble, we're coming through 3 all the way through. Yep, and another half treble. There we go. That's our first little set. We're going to do 2 chain and then we're going to do 3 half trebles. Well, if I can get it through. 1, there we go. 2 and 3. We have 2 chain, 1 and 2, and we have 3 half trebles. 1, 2 and 3. Move it round a little bit. 2 chain, 1, 2, and you can see we've got 1, 2 and 3. Well, we need 4 because we're making a square, so we need one more set of 3 half trebles. 1, 2 and 3. Now we've got to come to the join now. I'm not going to chain and then join because I don't want to end up over here. I want to end up more central. So I think I'm going to do a half treble today because this is quite small. It sounds a bit weird, but I'll just sort of see how it goes, see how it works for you and see if this is a better method. I've put my yarn round. I've gone into the top of my first 2 chain, pulled it through and completed it as a half treble. And can you see what it's done? It's actually left me central of that corner, which is what I want to be. I'm going to do 2 chain, which is going to count as my first half treble. I'm going to yarn round and I'm going to do 2 more half trebles in that space. But because it is a corner, I'm then going to do 2 chain and 3 more half trebles in that space. Just undo the yarn again because it's rolling. Keep still. So that's 1, 2 and 3. We're going to jump straight to the next chain space and we're going to do the same. We're going to do 3 half trebles 2 chain, 3 half trebles, 1, nearly dropped it, 2 and 3. Last corner to do, because remember we're not doing a complete granny square, we're doing a partial one. So this is my last corner, so I'm going to do 3 half trebles, 2 chain, 3 half trebles, 1, 2 and 3, and that is it. We have done. How quick was that? I can't see what it says on the clock. I think it says about 5 minutes, but remember I was talking as well at the beginning, so it was taking you less than 5 minutes to do. So just fasten it off nice and tight there and pull this bit up nice and tight, and we need to sew these ends in. Now I think it's come out slightly larger than the other one. I do think I did it slightly looser as well. You do need to try and keep your tension consistent, because obviously if you're making a pair you don't want 2 different size ones. So I'm just threading this through this middle bit here. Make sure it's nice and tight. I don't want it coming undone. It's the last thing you want in your earrings. Just fasten it off nicely. We've got 1 more to thread in, and then we'll have a look at these jump rings. I want to thread it in at the back, so I just do that so it flattens it off there, and then I'm going to go through a few times to make sure it's not going to come undone. I think perhaps I do it too many times, but I'm always worried about my work coming undone. Not that it ever has, but it's always just one of those things. Ta-da! That's it. So that is your earring made, really. I mean, obviously you need another one, but you don't have to have another one. It's quite fashionable to have odd ones at the moment, so you could have one large one in one side, and you could have a different earring completely in the other. So this is the jump rings. Now this is a pack I bought, but you can buy individual ones. It doesn't really matter what size. It's just whatever suits you, whatever you want to do. But those are the ones that I have there. So I have 3 jump rings there. That's all I need. And I'm going to bring in my pliers, and I'm just going to do a little bit of sort of saying I am not a jewellery maker. I do a few bits, but I am not a jewellery maker in a million years. But there's a few basic techniques that you can use. I use in 2 pliers because I like to grab hold. I'll do it that way. I usually do hold my jump ring that way, but I'll do it this way because I'm hoping that's going to show a little bit better. On opening a jump ring, you need to twist this way, and then it twists back into place. So you twist, oh, I nearly dropped it, and back into place. Obviously you don't do it too many times, otherwise it's going to make it weak, but I'm just doing this for demonstration. So I want to open it again, open it. I want this little bead, so I'm going to slide my little bead on. I'm going to go where my 2 chain hole is, it's there. Grab my pliers again and twist it together, and that's it. That's your detail done. That is easy enough. You may want more jump rings, less jump rings. You can design it how you want. You could actually sort of put different colours together. So you could have a longer earring. It's lots of things you could play. You could do it sideways. You could do it this way up and have maybe 3 sort of gems or something hanging off the end. Either way, it's completely up to you. Now, I have run out of these, so I'm waiting for some to come through at the moment, so I can't show you the fit of that. But basically, again, it's about opening jump rings. So I'm going to pop this one on in there at the top of that one, and I'm going to fasten that one. The reason I'm fastening it is because I need to open this one, and when I have some of these hooks here, I would slide one of the hooks on and then slide the other side through there. You need the 2 because if you look, you need it to go in that direction. So one's going that way, one's going, in fact, let me pick this one up and I'll show you. Can you see? So you need 2 jump rings because one's going that way, then one goes sideways, and then your hook goes the opposite direction. So it's all right, makes a chain link. If you put your earring hook on there, your hook will sit sideways. That might be something you want, it just depends on how your earring sits, but I did it that way instead. So I hope that all makes sense. Very, very, very quick. I don't think I've even made 10 minutes on there. You do need 2, so obviously it's going to take you a little bit longer than that. You do need a second one, which I have already got. So I've got a pair here. So I'm going to be wearing mine proudly on Granny Square Day. I'm going to take some photos of them as well. Hoping to do something else for Granny Square Day because I am in the next Simply Crochet magazine with one of my others. I won't be putting that square on because we don't put it on when it's in the magazine, but I'm thinking of making another one, or consider making a doll design in Granny Squares. So that would be quite a fun, I thought of a Granny Square jumper or something like that, because I've got this really cool yarn, which I've just done in my doll video, but I've got this gorgeous 4-ply yarn from Attic Spin Dye, so I might do a really sort of like 1970s Granny Square jumper. I don't know yet. I'm just playing with that. I haven't got long to go though, because 15th is coming up quick, and I've got a Dolls Gone Goth wedding dress to make as well before the 13th. I have so much to do. I think I'm sort of twitching at the moment, but I love making these. I hope you love making these. If you do make them, please tag me, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, and just show me what you've been doing. They do actually, in fact, I'm going to be a bit naughty because this isn't really anything to do with just plain crochet, but I have a doll here. Now this is something I had considered. They would even make doll earrings. So I know there's a lot of doll collectors who are also crocheters who do follow mine. So what about that? What do you think? I think that worked quite cool. So I think we may have some Blythe doll earrings coming. I know the little toadstools I've made will be perfect. And I'm about to do some little pumpkins too. So I'll pop her back to one side. Totally digressed there. But it's nice to see how crochet does go in so many directions. And that is one of the reasons that I love it so much. So if you do enjoy my videos, please like, subscribe and share. Of course, please pop a comment in there. Love to know if there's any more information you would want on this, or if you've got any other suggestions, or if you're going to be making some, just pop a comment in there and we'll have a little chat perhaps. That would be lovely. And thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.